Welcome to another episode of Socks Way Up Plays Minecraft. You can see we have some new things going on here. We do have Elytra, we beat the Ender Dragon, as well as a little bit of an End City raid, and we got our rockets going here. So we're going to head on down to the area of today's build. We're going to build a sugarcane farm. You can see we've had the sugarcane over here for far too long. We want to clean up the area, get a good sugarcane farm going, and make it, design it pretty like we've been doing with the last few builds as well. And kind of just showing this overview of some of the paths that we've been designing and planning, where we're going to put a lot of buildings to kind of finish up this or grow this village area. I'm completely excited about that. This area right here where we're standing now is where these sugarcane farms are going to go. We're going to do a couple buildings. There's multiple things that we need sugarcane for, so we're going to want plenty of that, especially now that we have Elytra. We're going to need lots of rockets, so we need gunpowder as well. You can imagine that's coming soon as well. But yeah, we're going to get kicked off here and make some sugarcane. First, we're going to jump into a creative world and show exactly how these sugarcane farms work. We're going to do 2 blocks high of dirt here just to get us started. We're going to place a stair right there. And I put the other dirt in the back just to help place the stair. It's definitely temporary. You don't have to keep it. And then we put water in the stair so that we have a water source to allow the sugarcane to be planted and grow. I put the 1 block down just to fill the space. And then we put a piston, not that kind of piston, just a regular piston down on top of that. That will break the sugarcane once it is tall enough. So we'll go even with the piston, add a speck of redstone dust, and then we're going to place an observer facing where the sugarcane is going to grow. And then you can see as it grows, once it hits the observer, it will break it at the level of the piston, giving us 2 sugarcane per rotation, I guess. And that's the main part of the farm there. That's 1 module of a multiple module system that we'll be able to set up. And here we're just surrounding it with glass so that we don't lose any of the sugarcane. And then we're going to put 1 on top as well, or we're going to test it out and kind of show. Now you can see it kind of falls to the ground there. Sometimes we grab some, but we won't be standing up there most times. So here we're going to build a railroad system that will allow a hopper minecart to go back and forth and collect the sugarcane when it falls to the dirt block above it. A very cool feature of Minecraft that you can do this. So we're going to set that up here with some powered rails to begin with. We'll have to put some blocks down here in a second to give them power. We'll put 2 there. We'll just put a few in the center and we'll cap it off at the end and it'll get the minecart to go back and forth. Let's get rid of this block. Grab a redstone block. Any type of block that produces power here. You could use a redstone torch. You could use a switch or a lever, I guess they're called. But yeah, so we're just going to do it cheap and easy. Since we are in creative, we can use whatever blocks we want. And there we go. This is going back and forth and it will collect them. And you can see you can use your imagination here and make this as long, as wide as you would like to collect as much sugarcane and maximize your output when you have a lot of these modules together. So we're going to grab a hopper here and a chest as well, because that will show us the full picture of what we're doing. So we're going to put the chest down there. We'll put the hopper into the chest and place our rail back down. Shift click there. And there it goes, back and forth. There's nothing in it now, you see. So we're going to come back up here. Oh, not fall in there, but we're going to force it to grow. And we'll see that they fall down, and every time that the cart goes past it, it collects the items. And then the hopper below the cart will then grab the items out of the hopper minecart. And you got a pretty cool automated farm. And we're going to go ahead and do our build of this and get it going. And I hope that made sense, and it works for Bedrock and Java, by the way. So here's a look at what we're going to use in our build. You can see a lot of pistons, a lot of observers, redstone dust, some blocks, some rails, some hopper minecarts, and on this one we have a lot of dark oak, some dirt, and some glass, and of course the sugarcane that we're going to need. So let's go ahead and get going here. And we're going to just start off by placing down a couple of chests and then 6 hoppers that lead into the chest, and then we're going to power the rails and have them go all the way back and forth, and constantly we're going to have 2 lines of sugarcane farms facing each other, or sugarcane modules, I guess you would say, facing each other. I think it's a total of 32 per situation that we're setting up here. We're going to let the time lapse keep going. Hope you enjoy it. We'll be back to kind of show you the finished product later on. At this point, the sugarcane farm is completely functional. We're just adding in the details to make it pretty and not just an ugly farm as we do in this entire series. Let's remove this here, and we're gonna add an entire row of blocks. We're not gonna go all the way because we're gonna fill up this dirt area. I wanted to play around with the terrain a lot, and again, we've mentioned that in previous episodes, that that's the big challenge for myself in this season, is to not just always build on flat terrain, and I think it's going good. I think we're adjusting pretty well. As you can see at the end of this build, oh, that's off by 1. Let's fix that. You can see this is it's built into the ground really, and we take advantage of some of the existing terrain to allow us to make it look a little more unique and not just a tall building you can see here. We're gonna put some glass underneath next. Actually, we need to replace all of this with wood as well to kind of match the design that we were going for, and that should be far enough back because you won't see it, so it'll just be a waste of material at that point. But then under here, we're going to also put some glass down to, just in case there's some spiders. We don't want them to come under there and hit the rail, the hopper minecart. There we go. Minecart's the right word. We don't want them to hit the minecart and knock it off the rail, which I've had that happen in the past, and it's very frustrating. So we're going to take advantage of that or take precaution there by putting the glass down to prevent them from getting in there. And you can see here, we're just filling this up as much as possible to make it seem like this was built into the land. This was definitely one of the areas I wasn't sure how to finish. I thought about kind of just leaving the cutout that you saw at the beginning of the time lapse, but I thought, you know, we fill this in, it looks more natural, and I think it turned out good. I think it turned out really good. You'll see at the end here, we'll show an overall view of it. We're going to build another layer on this one, make it even taller, and then we're going to build a second entire building later on. But let's get rid of these paths first, and then we'll get moving on to that next phase. Yeah. All right, this sugarcane can go away finally. This stuff has been bothering me by the main starter base. Since we put it here, I knew it was temporary. We finally can get rid of it. Yeah, that feels good. We can also, our inventory is a mess right now, so let's see what we can throw away. Probably these seeds over here. Let's get rid of that. We'll fill in all of these water sources so we don't have that anymore, and let this grass grow. And this area will start looking like we wanted it to. So, but that's a big step for me. I was excited to get rid of that here. We just got a couple things left. We got this bamboo over here. Yeah, let's show that real quick. We got the bamboo, and then also we have kind of a little cocoa bean farm. Yep, we'll have to fix that and get rid of those as well eventually. But let's fly on over here. And there's the first module, or the first building finished. Let's land up top. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to eat. Let's see if we can stick the landing here. Yeah, you get a little view of what we're working with and what the final product's gonna start looking like. And this back area in the back here is where we're gonna build another building so we can maximize the sugarcane. We need a lot of sugarcane. Maybe it'll be too much eventually, but at least to get us started, now that we're gonna be making, you know, we're gonna make more books, we're gonna make more rockets, and we'll need a lot of sugar for that. And also, we can use paper for trades. So there's a lot of things we can do with sugarcane. So that's why I'm making as many of the buildings as possible. So we're gonna get the hoppers added here and get that going, and another set of railroad tracks. Yeah, we'll get this second building up and running and show you what it looks like at the end. All right, so here we go. Great reveal time. There it is, looking nice. Let's hop down here. Let's take a look at, whoop, that's not okay. Let's fix that. Let's replace this one, put that down. There we go, that's better. And then this is it, nice large building, and that looks wrong. Yep, that's incorrect. Let's see what we have to fix that. I think we have some glass over here. Let's see, we have some of our stained glass. We have 2. That's not gonna be enough, but that'll get us started. Let's go back over to the farm here. Hop on up. And let's see, oh, we can't put those down because the tracks are in the way. So we're gonna have to fix that. We gotta be quick though. We're gonna have to get rid of these 2. Actually, we're gonna have to remove 3 rails. So let's get these rails in our hot bar here. And boom, let's get rid of that one. Switch real quick. Nice. And then we can put the glass down. Very, very nice. And we'll have to go make more glass. Well, Okay, so let's try this again. Here we go. Great reveal time. Oh, didn't stick the landing. But there you go. There's our large, tall sugarcane farm. We got 2 stacks of sugarcane farms on top of each other there, which I thought turned out pretty nice. And these little lights, this little alley that we've made, I dig it. I like the way the lights turned out and the little street lights. Let's see our progress here. Only 7 in there. I've been moving the sugarcane around because eventually I think I'm going to have a system that sends all the sugarcane to a single storage solution. So I've been kind of just moving it around to have one main chest for now to kind of show how much we've made. And it's almost 9 stacks there. I think it was about 8 stacks. Pretty good just while I've been building. I haven't done any AFKing in this area. Turning out pretty good so far. You can see over here, this area is growing back nice. We can do a little bit of decorating over here and landscaping to finish that out. And I'm digging it. Maybe the path will head down that way. I'm not completely sure what we're gonna do there yet, but this little village, it's coming together nice. I'm really digging it. Let's head back over to the sugarcane farm area. You can see these farms are looking great. I love how they look when they're completely grown, and it's about time we do something with those cows too. I don't know what we're gonna do with them. But let's head back on over here and get a nice view of this as the sun sets. And I think that's gonna look really sweet. You got this path up there that we're gonna be working on soon. We can see it's coming together. And hey, what's this trader guy doing here? I don't know where he is though. I hear him. Yeah, I think they turned out amazing. It looks great in sunset. It's nice to be able to kind of wander around here now that we're getting a lot more areas lit. Have a lot of light around, and we don't have to worry about things spawning and killing us, but there's a nice view if we fly away into the sunset. I'm Socksway Up. Thanks for joining me on another episode of Minecraft, and I'll catch you on the next episode.